happening tomorrow. It is President's Day, and we are joined this morning by Mark Holbrook with the Ohio Historical Society and also a famed presidential photographer, Matthew Brady. We're going to begin with Matthew Brady this morning because it is quite an honor to have such a famed historical figure in our studio this morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You had the pleasure of photographing several of our presidents throughout history.
That is indeed true. I had the pleasure to photograph both presidents after they were president, some before they were president, some during their presidency.
And I believe that we do have some of the photographs that you've taken, if we have a chance to bring those up on the screen. Tell us about some of the backstories of some of the photos that we're looking at right now. That one, for example.
Yes, this image that we're looking at now was one I took in February 28th of 1860. Of Abraham Lincoln before he was a candidate even. This, of course, was Ulysses Grant as he was general of the Union Army in 1864 during the late Civil War. I almost didn't get to take the photograph. Grant was reluctant to gain permission to me and my photographers to follow the Army, but his wife Julia convinced him it would be a good idea, and we're very grateful that we were able to take that photograph. This one we are looking at now is Rutherford Hayes, taken just after he became president and was into his term there. Hayes, of course, from Ohio. I had the great pleasure to take photographs of several Ohioans who would become president.
And Mr. Brady, you tell me that there is actually a good reason that we don't often see these historical figures smiling in their photos.
Oh, I get that question most often. And there is a myth that it's because people's teeth were bad, they didn't brush their teeth, and of course that's not true at all. The reason is that photography in these days around the Civil War required that the plate be exposed in the camera for several seconds, sometimes up to 30 seconds depending on conditions. It is very difficult to hold a smile for 30 seconds, although I'm sure you're quite good at it, as I have seen. But it is quite a challenge, and so people would have a stern look that they could hold for a long time.
All right, very good. That is a fascinating history lesson. Let's bring in now Mark Holbrook with the Ohio Historical Society to talk a little bit about the celebration. Tomorrow, of course, is President's Day, but this is a great weekend in general to learn about our presidential history in the state.
Well, certainly it is, and Ohio is very fortunate that we can boast 8 presidents in our country's history. Now, the first one, William Henry Harrison, Virginia claims as well because he was born there, but he moved and spent many, many years in Ohio before he became president, so we share him. Okay. And we actually both claim 8 as a total, but we are unfortunate that we have 8. William Henry Harrison, of course, Ulysses Grant we just saw, Rutherford Hayes, James Garfield, Benjamin Harrison, William McKinley, and then we move on to William Howard Taft, and our last one was Warren Harding. And so all 8 have places that you can visit here in the state of Ohio, either their homes, museums, monuments, and things. And we really encourage everyone to visit those places as often as they can. Some are open this winter, and learn more about the history of all of our presidents from Ohio.
And today would be a great day to do that. Obviously, we've got a lot of kids who are off school for tomorrow as well, so it'd be a great weekend to explore some of that history right here in Ohio.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
All right, Mark Holbrook and Matthew Brady, we should say. Thank you both for being with us this morning.